Hi everybody, this is Joe from PrepAgent. You got to know your vocabulary. There's no way around it. Every morning you should be memorizing 5 words. Set them aside the night before. When you wake up, have at it while you're still fresh. Memorize those words before the day gets ahead of you with work, kids, exercise, whatever other obligations you have. Learn those vocabulary words and you will do much better on the real estate exam. Honestly, there's no point in doing practice questions until you've learned that vocabulary. It's the foundation for everything. Some may say this is even a glorified vocabulary quiz. I don't know if I'm going to go that far, but you get the point. So as a way to help you, we've put together a video just going over key vocabulary. So I hope you enjoy it. And remember, keep things concise and keep it simple. Enforceable contract. Any legal contract which carries the force of law behind it. FHA. The Federal Housing Administration was created by the National Housing Act of 1934 with the intention of regulating the rate of interest and the terms of mortgages that insured in order to make home ownership more accessible. Taxation. Financial charge upon a taxpayer by a governmental organization. It's one of the 4 government powers: police power, eminent domain, taxation, and is cheat. Mortgagor. Entity giving the promissory note that serves as evidence of the debt. The borrower is known as the mortgagor. OR is giver. They are giving the promissory note. Fee appraiser. Self-employed appraiser who charges a fee for each appraisal he does. Earnest money deposit. Deposit made to the seller representing a buyer's intention to purchase a home in good faith. An earnest money deposit says to the seller, yes, I am serious about buying your house and I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is. It can be cash, a promissory note, checks, a post-dated check, or any items of value. General agent. Agent has the authority to perform any and all acts required for a job or business. When a real estate agent performs property management functions for a client, he or she is acting as that client's general agent. Special assessment. A tax levy customarily imposed against only those specific parcels of real estate that will benefit from a proposed public improvement such as a street or sewer. Trust deed. 3-party system of securing promissory note with a trustor, trustee, and beneficiary. Open listing. Unilateral contract in which multiple agents can be employed to find a buyer. If the owner finds a buyer, no commission is paid. Redlining. Discriminatory practice of mortgage lenders in which they draw red lines around portions of a map to indicate areas of neighborhoods where they do not want to make loans. Equitable title. The beneficial interest of a person who equity regards as the real owner but legal right vests with another. For example, the purchaser under a contract for sale has equitable title to property he or she intended to purchase. Cost replacement approach. Method of estimating the value of property by adding the appraiser's estimate of the replacement cost of the building to estimate the land value and subtracting depreciation. It is most commonly used to appraise special purpose properties such as libraries and schools. It sets the upper limits of value and is most appropriate for the appraisal of a new property. Laches. An equitable doctrine used by the courts to bar legal claim or prevent the assertion of a right of undue delay, negligence, or fail to assert the claim or right. Encroachment. When a neighbor is using land which they do not own, for example, if the owner of a parcel of land built a driveway on his land that accidentally crossed 2 feet over into his neighbor's land, it can be considered trespassed. This is encroaching. Competent or capable parties. All parties into a contract must be legally fit. This is one of the four essentials of a valid contract, which are capable parties, lawful object, consideration, and mutual agreement. Unilateral contract. An agreement in which one person makes a promise, for example, an open listing. Listing. Employment contract between principal and broker, where the broker is paid by the principal to find a buyer. It is the most essential part of a broker-principal relationship. The listing can last any length of time agreed upon by both broker and seller. Prepayment clause. Allows a penalty to be enforced if a mortgage is paid off early. Servient Tenement. The land that is burdened by the easement. You have a servient tenement and a dominant tenement. The servient is serving the purpose of the dominant. You could say it's the land being crossed. They are the ones burdened by the easement, and the dominant tenement is the one enjoying the easement.